By the way, I really appreciate everyone who just joined our class. It doesn't seem like there's like a special like aspect about our class, but also you trust me and you also trust my English. So I hope that my class could help you a lot to improve your Korean. So yeah, maybe we're gonna wait for extra 1 minute, and I think that we're just good to start our class today. Before starting our class, go to attendance text channel, and I hope you could type it to present so that we can track people whoever just joined our class. So so yeah, so today we're gonna learn about the role playing number 10. We have reached like the 10th of our class. I'm just pretty excited that we have reached a lot, and I guess that lots of people also join our class. I'm very happy how many like people are just also joining our class. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just wait for a little while. Um, Before starting our class, we have a little announcement about our server. So as long as we reach like 5 a.m., we're gonna start our class. So we changed a lot in a little while. For this week, we changed a lot. We have added a lot of bots, and we also added lots of contents here. So we need the announcement that should be notify everyone. Um, so yeah, how's everyone doing? Evito, Iluchi, and I haven't seen you guys before. Usena, and Suji, Une, Paterapas. I already seen you guys before. I appreciate everyone just join our class. So this is Sean's Korean repository, and I'm Sean. I'm an instructor to teach you guys Korean, and very excited always. Teaching you guys Korean, helping you guys. So if you guys have any question related to Korean, just don't hesitate to ask any question. I'm always here in the server, and as long as I'm available, I'll just gonna respond as possible. So if you guys have any question, don't hesitate. Even like a really simple question is always welcome. So yeah, I guess that we can start our class now. We have already waited a lot, and uh, I think we're just good to start our class. So today we're gonna learn about how to ask direction to people in Korea. So there's like some particular way that you can ask. So this should be a valuable class if you didn't know how to ask direction. So this is like a very like a different compared to the English that well I would just rather say that there are some particular way that you should be saying it in Korean. So it's very different when you ask questions or direction to people. So we're gonna learn about how gonna ask direction to people when when you're lost or if you just need to ask for help. So we have a short announcement that so the first one should be the Minecraft server. We have launched the SKR Minecraft server. So if you guys want to join, just let me know. Uh, this is a special server that you are only allowed to to join to a server. No one can join the server without the permission, so it's just good to start the Minecraft with other people. Um, well, also like we do speak Korean while playing Minecraft, so if you're interested, learning Korean playing games, you're always welcome. And second is we do the music competition in our server. I was planning um, for the K-pop competition, but I got a feedback that if I limit to the K-pop, people will not gonna join. So I have extended to a broad genres of music. So if you're interested, please join to our music competition. And Summer is the host of the music competition. So if you have any question, just message to him. And the third one is that we have launched our SKR podcast. I created the bot which is only available for Korean podcasts. So if you are also interested in listening to the podcast, just go to the podcast category and just join the VC. You might be able to listen to the podcast as possible. And the last thing that if you are a serious learner, just let us know. We have a serious learner tag. So as long as you're a serious learner and if you have the tag, people will notice easily. This also means that lots of native Koreans will also notice that you are a serious learner and they'll help you more. So don't just be don't be just having just only like level tags. You should also have the serious learner tags so that you can improve your Korean a lot in our server. So this is a short announcement and we're gonna just move on to the next scene. Starting with listening. I was planning for having a little short listening, but we're gonna skip this one because guess that it's not a proper time that we can start. Maybe I need to um, just plan more within this. Wow, we have a lot of people here. I pretty appreciate everyone. I expected no people today because when I was like almost to like 1 a.m. there was no people around. But by the way, you just hop into the server and you just joined up to our class and I really appreciate everyone. So let's see like today's vocabulary for our class. We have 8 words that should be known for this class. So the first one is cure. So have you ever like heard about Kir? You see the photo over here? Like you see like a long street. This is Kir. This is also called a street, right? The anything like you ever like just walk or you go by car or train, it could be all street and something about like vehicles or something you step on. This all like street, right? We call Kir in Korean. And the second vocabulary is ask. Ask is also meaning as 묻다. So you see like the question mark here. Well, this is like a very easy word, but I just want let everyone to know because we're gonna just handle about this word in our class today. And the third word is go straight. So you see like the straight street here. You don't just go somewhere. You don't just turn left or turn right. You see like the straight street here. You go straight, right? You can turn right or left from this street. So we call 직진하다. So 직진하다 means go straight. And the next word is right. So, well, today we're gonna learn about how to ask the direction, right? So, well, some people will direct you to like turn left or turn right. So this is why we are using this word in today's class that right is meaning as 오른쪽. And how about the opposite one? Anyone knows that? What is the opposite of right in Korean?
왼쪽?
Yeah, that's the right one. 왼쪽. 왼쪽 is left. So this is the opposite of 오른쪽. So okay, for the next word, it is 주변. It is meaning as nearby. You see a lot of people like just being close to each other. Um, so if you just like point out her from him, he is very nearby her. So 그녀는 그의 주변에 있다. 주변 means like nearby. So she is nearby him. So this could explain how or the what the meaning of 주변. And the next one is the animal hospital. I brought like the emoji of hospital, but we're learning about the animal hospital, not just the hospital. The meaning of hospital is 병원. 병원 means hospital, and animal hospital means 동물병원. And the next one is 건너편. It is meaning as across the street. Well, I got it like a photo of like a straight street, but from like the left part, if you want to go to another part, you across the street, right? So you go to 건너편. You go 건너편. You across the street, right? And the last word is like a very easiest one you ever heard. It is meaning as 감사합니다 and pronounced as thank you, right? So yeah, this is like a basic word, but I guess that we're in the beginner's level, right? We're in the class of beginner. So I hope we could also help you more about your vocabulary. So yeah, wow, we have a lot of people here today. So today's a kind of special class that I'm gonna explain more about our our topic. So what is this? This is map. So what is map in Korean? It is called as 지도. I haven't like had a chance to write it down here, but it is called as 지도. So you see like the lots of streets here. This like blue lines all street. So what is this streets meaning as in Korean? It is all 길. This all are 길. And well, so the first one we're gonna learn about the first one. It's all like this words all related to the direction. 동서남북. So what is the meaning of 동서남북? You see this like the mark here. I forgot what that actually means, but east, west, and north and south. Uh, we call 동서남북. So 동 means east, and 서 means west, and 남 means south, and 북 means north, right? So anyone knows what the meaning of 북한? What is the meaning of 북한? And why is the 북한 meaning is like that? Anyone knows that? So the
No.
yeah, this is because like the 북 means north and Han means Korea. So 북한 means North Korea, right? And so also Namhan means South Korea. So there's all like this like each individual word meaning as east, west, and south and north. Um, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. And the second word is 오른쪽. So 오른쪽 we already learned about this. If you are staying in the restaurant area and if you want to cross the bridge in front of it, you need to go one block and turn right. Right? So you need to go straight for one block and turn right. So turn right. You need to say 오른쪽. 오른쪽으로 가다 means turn right or it's on the right. Or so the 왼쪽 we already learned about this that it is a positive one is the 오른쪽. It's on your left. It means 왼쪽에 있어요. It's on your left. 왼쪽에 있어요. And 직진, you go like straight, right? This is like a street over here. Here. This is a 길. In the middle of the 길, there's like a bridge, one bridge nearby, and we need to go straight over the bridge, right? So you go straight. You don't go left or right, and you just go straight across. You just go over like the bridges. And the next word is 건너편. So what is the meaning of 건너편? This is like we already learned about across the street, right? So across the restaurant area, you have a school over there. Across the restaurant area, you have a school. So it is 건너편. 음식점 건너편에 학교가 있습니다. It means that the restaurant area is across from the school. How about the 반대편? 반대편 is also meaning as across the street, but we have a different purpose. You have a different purpose saying the words. So you use the 반대편 for another purpose. You just use like 건너편 across the street, and if you feel like if you wanna say 반대편, you're just totally fine. So these two are basically same words. And the next word is 길 건너. So what is the meaning of 길 건너? 길, we already learned about 길. 길 means street, right? And 건너, what is 건너? We already learned about 건너, right? These three words are basically the same word, but we have a different way that we pronounce and we say different words. 건너편, 반대편, 길 건너, it's all basically the same word. How about 맞은편에? Well, whoever just know about this, 맞은편에? Anyone know this? Anyone have any idea what's in this word? 맞은편에? So 5, 6, 7, 8. This is all basically the same word. 맞은편에 means across the street. 길 건너 meaning as across the street. 반대편, 건너편, all basically same words. So why do we have to learn about the different words? This is because when you learn different vocabulary, you can speak well, and you could be also regarded as a fluent person speaking in Korean. If you always like saying same word, this could be like something that could hesitate, feel a little uncomfortable by others. So I hope you could just learn some of the same meaning of vocabulary um, with different ways, so that you could be more fluent speaking Korean. So yeah, that's like how we learn about like some basic words for asking directions. Let's have any questions? So some people will think or regard today's class would be a little hard because it's basically for asking like questions and um, and also we're gonna learn about how to ask for the direction, and the asking direction is always complicated. Is my voice not well connected, or is it not clear, guys?
It's clear.
Oh, okay, because Une told me that it wasn't clear, so I was kind of worried. So You told you did a great job. So we're gonna repeat for the full sentence, okay? 안녕하세요. 길 좀
Yep.
물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어보아도 괜찮을까요?
Okay, that's a very good one. We're gonna repeat one more time. 안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
Great job. But as long as I already told you guys that if you want to be fluent in Korean, you need to feel it. You don't just say it like a robot, like 안녕하세요. But practically, you did a great job. But if you want to improve more, I would recommend you to like just be paying more attention. Listen to the pure mark and the question mark so that you could be more fluent in Korean. It's very different if you say
Yeah.
안녕하세요, 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮고, or either way you can say 안녕하세요, 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요? It's very different. So I hope that makes
Yep.
sense. But you totally did a great job, Pratik. Always you did a great job.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next person who also want to practice this sentence.
Me.
Okay. 에비도, can you repeat me afterward? 안녕하세요, 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
Okay, very good, very good. We're gonna repeat one more time. 안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
Very good. Um, as long as you have a good intonation, I feel like you're very fluent in Korean. So this is why it is very important to make a good intonation while you're speaking Korean. Very great job, and I'm gonna ask for another volunteer who also want to practice.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Uh, Agsena, would you like to repeat me afterward? 안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
Wait, me?
Oh,
Like
so who was
Sen?
it?
I mean, I think somebody else asked as well. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was you. I also
Oh,
want to
It's
wait.
okay.
welcome.
You can go ahead. You can go
Is
ahead.
it okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I'm
totally
not.
fine.
Oh, well. I was just gonna ask for Patel Abbas, right? I was just gonna ask the
아니,
Patel Abbas.
괜찮아요. 괜찮아요.
Oh, okay. Okay.
네.
So, well,
I'll go in next time I'll go in the next line or something.
okay.
Yeah.
Oksana, would you like to repeat me afterward?
Okay.
안녕하세요.
Okay.
길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
Okay, we're gonna repeat one more time. 안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
Great job, great job. I really like your intonation a lot. So yeah, that's how you might ask the question if you want to know about the direction. Um, so for this one, I want to make an extra extra comments here that if you are asking to anonymous person, you need to use a formal word. You don't say 안녕, 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까? Well, you're just fine, but it's kind of rude for some reasons. I don't know, but I feel like it's very rude. So you need to use the formal word while you're asking questions to anonymous person. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Chusok is the man who is who has a responsible with responding how to go to the place whatever she asks. So he's just like saying 네 물어보세요. So Jiyeon just asked like can I ask you direction and Chuseok is saying yes please do. So 네 물어보세요. So simple, right? So 네 is like yes and 물어보세요 means ask me any question. So it would be also same meaning as please do. So yeah, I'm gonna repeat for three times and then ask for three volunteers. 네, 물어보세요. 네, 물어보세요. 네, 물어보세요. So this isn't like very complicated. So this is just basically concluded as period marks. So there isn't any NDA verse that you should be taking it. All you need to do is like just say just simply 네 물어보세요. So, but also just gonna ask for 3 volunteers because we always ask for volunteers to practice your pronunciation. So, anyone wanna practice this sentence? Anyone? Maybe Pater Apas you can try, right? Or anyone also wanna practice? Pater Apas, you
I'll
want
give
to
it.
try? Okay. Okay, 네 물어보세요.
네, 물어보세요.
Okay, that was very nice. 네 물어보세요.
네, 물어보세요.
That's very good. Very good. So
감사합니다.
always like be confident. Listen to Korean. Being confident is very important because if you feel very depressed or if you say like very robotic, it'd be very comfortable for someone whoever just listen to your conversation. So be confident while you're just talking like paderapas. Also, anyone want to practice this sentence?
Me?
Okay, Lusana, would you like to repeat me the word? 네, 물어보세요.
네, 물어보세요.
Okay, very fluent. 네, 물어보세요.
네, 물어보세요.
Okay, very nice. Nothing can fix your pronunciation. Also, I saw the Evito. You wanted to practice, right?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to repeat me the word? 네, 물어보세요.
네, 물어보세요.
Okay, we're gonna repeat one more time. 네, 물어보세요.
네, 물어보세요.
Very good. I think this is like the most simplest sentence that I brought in this class. So yeah, I think we're just good to move to another scene. So Jiyeon is going to the McDonald's, but she can figure out how to go there. Well, this is almost impossible because this days we have a Google Map or neighbor map. So if you just put the destination in neighbor map or Google Map, you can literally just find out the closest way that you can go. But we're gonna just pretend that Jiyeon just lost for some reasons and she can figure out to go somewhere. Maybe she just like maybe her phone is just dead and then she just wanted to figure out by asking. And someone definitely gonna ask the people here in Korea. So you need to pay attention to this class, right? Jiyeon is asking 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠? So she wanna go to McDonald's, right? How can I reach to McDonald's? I brought the McDonald's because McDonald's is very something that I can say is very common and everyone like to go McDonald's here. So and everyone like burgers, right? So I just think that like McDonald's could be like something that everyone must know. So yeah, McDonald's is really just meaning as McDonald and 어떻게 means how. You see here how and 가죠 means go somewhere. So if you connect all of the meanings, McDonald's 어떻게 가죠? How can I reach to McDonald's? You see like the question mark here? You don't say McDonald's 어떻게 가죠? This is nothing that I can say in this sentence. If you want to be fluent, you say McDonald's 어떻게 가죠? You make the high pitch sound at the end, and I think you're just good to go. It's not that very complicated. But for the McDonald's, you don't say McDonald's. You don't just say it like a Western style McDonald's. We say McDonald. So we have a different pronunciation compared to the Western style. The Western style, they make the romanizing. They kept just romanizing the sentences, right? So McDonald's is like basically from the United States, so people might pronounce like McDonald's instead of McDonald. But as long as you are practicing Korean, you need to pronounce as 맥도날드. So 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠? So let me just pronounce for 3 times and then ask for 3 people to practice this sentence. 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠? 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠? 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠? Well, it could be very simple, but if you want to practice and if you're in the beginner's level, it could be a little hard. So, anyone want to practice the sentence with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm?
Would you like to repeat me afterward? 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
Great job. We're gonna repeat one more time. 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
Great job. You have a good pronunciation with 맥도날드, and you didn't overreact it, but I feel like you have enough confidence, and also your pace was stable, and all of the pronunciation was so perfect. Nothing could fix your pronunciation. Also, anyone want to practice? You're just okay. Pani, Mochi, you want to practice?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to repeat me afterward? 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
Okay, great job. We're gonna repeat one more time. 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
You did a great job. 맥도날드, you have a good pronunciation, and 어떻게 가죠? You also had a stable pace, and I love the way how you just made a high pitch sound at the end. So there's nothing that can fix your pronunciation too. You did a really great job. And I guess Neilian, you wanna practice, right? Maybe not. Anyone also wanna practice this sentence? Anyone? Well, okay. Um, so yeah, this is like not like the very complicated sentence to pronounce. Oh, Prati
I
wanna?
will try this
Okay,
one.
okay. Prati, would you like to repeat me afterward?
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
Okay, great job. But we're gonna repeat one more time. 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
예. 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
Okay. I guess that you just naturally just have like just like something that you could not be good with the notation, right? Well, I'll just take it as like a cultural difference, but maybe if you could try more at the end, like 맥도날드 어떻게 가죠? If you make a high speed sound at the end, I would appreciate a lot. But Pratik, you did a great job. All individual pronunciation was perfect, but I expect more from you that you could be fluent more in your Korean. So how can you improve your
Okay.
Korean? You need to make a good annotation, right?
Yeah.
So you did a great job, but I just wanted to comment you that you could improve more. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next scene. So Juswag is also responding here that he is literally just like, responding and telling her the direction how to go to the McDonald's, right? So 여기서 직진하다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. Wow, it's so complicated, but we're gonna analyze this sentence. So it meaning as go straight and turn right at the corner. So go straight. We already learned about this. 직진하다, right? Go straight. You just go straight and turn right at the corner. And as long as you're almost reaching to the end of the block, you just turn right at the corner, right? So go straight and turn right at the corner. 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. So 여기서 means here, and 직진하시다가 meaning as go straight. You go straight and 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. You turn right at the corner. Well, it could be very complicated, but as long as you know some vocabularies in this sentence, it's not a very complicated, right? So let me just pronounce for 3 times and ask for 3 volunteers. 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. Okay. Well, if you are hard to pronounce this sentence, I'll just help you more. So I'll be very appreciative if you could practice this week. Anyone wanna practice this one? Anyone?
I,
Me?
Okay, 우이사나. Can you repeat me afterward? 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
Perfect. We're gonna repeat one more time. 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
Perfect. Nothing I can fix your pronunciation. You naturally have a good pronunciation. Anyone also want to practice?
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Patrappas, would you like to repeat me after word? 여기서
Yes.
직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
Wow, you have a very good pronunciation. We're gonna repeat one more time. 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
Perfect. You have a good confidence. You have a stable pace. Good intonation. Good pronunciation. Everything is perfect.
네, 감사합니다.
Okay. Anyone also want to practice the last volunteer? Okay. Susan, would you like to repeat me after word? 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
여기서 진천하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
Great job. We're gonna repeat one more time. 여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
Perfect, perfect. You did a really great job. Today's all students are very good at pronunciation. I'm very proud of everyone. Naturally, everyone are doing great. It's just like something that could be very complicated to pronounce because this one is like something has lots of vocabulary and it is literally just connected with 2 sentences. 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요. Something that has 2 sentences. So it could be very hard, but everyone is doing great job. So Jion is responding to this that she knows how she could go to the McDonald's, right? So she understand and learn how to go to the McDonald's. So she should be appreciating to the man. 감사합니다 means thank you. We already learned at the beginning. And she might also ask about, is there anything nearby? If you ask this question to someone, you might able to find um, your destination in a more or easier way, right? So this could be a very valuable question for everyone. That if you could just ask for anything that is nearby, um, I guess that you're just good to find your destination. So yeah, Jian is asking 감사합니다 is something that you appreciate by responding to her. And 혹시 means maybe. It means maybe. And 주변에 means nearby. And 뭐 없을까요 means anything else. So 감사합니다 means thank you. Is there anything nearby? So this is how the sentence's meaning is there anything nearby? And let me just pronounce for 3 times and ask for 3 volunteers. So yeah. 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? Sounds very simple, right? But as long as we have the expression mark here, you need to make a very high pitch sound at the end. And also, even like the question mark, you need to make a high pitch sound. So 감사합니다. You need to make the high pitch sound at the end. And 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? You need to make a high pitch sound for twice. So it could be very complicated for some reasons. So yeah, I expect people, any student who are practicing this sentence, I hope you can make a good sound of this sentence. Anyone have practice?
네.
Okay, Evito, would you like to repeat me afterward? 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
Okay, you basically did a great job, but we're gonna repeat one more time. 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
Okay, you did a great job, but as long as like you have like the expression mark and you have a space between the words, this means that you are studying the next sentence, right? So you need to have a little breath before saying this the second sentence, right? So 감사합니다, and you have a little breath, and 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? Would be little natural, but you just basically did a really great job.
오케이.
Could we say
땡.
주변에서 뭐 없을까요? Well, 주변에서, well, that's a very good question. 주변에서. But for this sentence, you don't say 주변에서. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? 에서 and 에. This is very hard to explain right now because we're not in the grammar class. But I could explain that this sentence just fit well with 주변에, not 주변에서. 혹시 주변에서 뭐 없을까요? No, that's not gonna happen. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? Sorry, I have a lack of explanation, I know, but I hope that makes sense to everyone. We're not in the grammar class, so we're just move a little fast, explaining about the pronunciation. We're gonna focusing more on the pronunciation. Okay, so anyone else want to practice?
Me?
Okay, would you like to repeat me afterward? 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
Okay, we're gonna repeat one more time. 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
Wow, you did a really great job. You like very natural in Korean. Um, so like something that I want to just mention, not just for you, that I mentioned about like the expression mark and question mark here. So some people say like they just overreact pronouncing it, the sentences. 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? Like they just are overreacting the pronunciation. That could also make a very bad aspect about the speaking in Korean. But she did a really great job that she didn't overreact. She didn't have a lack of confidence. She just totally just doing just perfect speaking Korean. 네, 감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요? So it's very always important that you need to just stay in line, speaking Korean. So okay, you did perfect, and I'm just gonna ask for the another volunteer. The last volunteer for the scene. Anyone? Okay. So, well, I guess this could be a little complicated, and maybe we could just move on to the next scene. So,
좀,
oh, you like to practice? Okay.
I actually have a doubt.
You have a question?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, like you have,
Can we replace
huh? What?
주변에 근처에?
Oh, okay. 주변 근처에 뭐 없을까요? or 주변에 뭐 없을까요? That is a very good question. And 근처에 and 주변에 is basically the same word. So you can replace 주변에 with 근처에. 감사합니다. 혹시 근처에 뭐 없을까요? And that's just totally fine. That was a very good question. Okay. So I guess that anyone want to practice anymore. So I guess that we could just move on to the next scene here. Since Chuseok is responding that there is an animal hospital across from the street. So 건너편에 동물병원이 있어요. 건너편에 we already learned about this word. Across the street. And 동물병원 means animal hospital. And 있어요 means something that exists. So 건너편에 동물병원이 있어요 means there is an animal hospital across the street. So there's like a lot of things that I can explain within this sentence, but we already learned about 건너편에 is meaning as across from the street. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. 반대편에 동물병원 있어요. 길 건너에 동물병원 있어요. 맞은편에 동물병원 있어요. You can all replace this words here over here 5 to 8. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. 반대편에 동물병원 있어요. 길 건너에 동물병원 있어요. 맞은편에 동물병원 있어요. So wow, you guys are like having like a brain pain in your brain, right? But I understand that. But sometimes like you use like a different words. If you know more vocabulary, you might be able to be fluent in Korean. You don't always say 건너편에. You can also sometimes 반대편에 or 맞은편에. Because everything is just always fine. It depends on your preference, but if you know more vocabulary, it could actually make you more fluent in Korean. So I'm gonna repeat for 3 times here, and then ask for 3 volunteers. Okay? 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. Anyone wanna practice this sentence? Anyone?
Can I?
Okay, 뭐지? Would you like to repeat me afterward? 건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
Great job. We're gonna repeat one more time. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
Great job. I don't think there's any problem within your pronunciation. You have a stable pace in every pronunciation. Each word, individual words are always all just perfect. And you're just doing totally fine. So we're gonna move on to the next person who also want to practice this sentence. Anyone?
Me?
Okay, Neilian. We're gonna repeat me afterward. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. Neilian, would you like to repeat me afterward? 건너편에 동물병원
Can I?
있어요. Yeah, you can practice this way. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요. Can you repeat me afterward? I'm not sure why you're not talking it, but okay. Maybe we might have.
Can you hear me?
So you're a little lagging right now. I'm very sorry about this, Neilian. But we still have some recorded videos after our class, so you can also watch that too. So yeah. So anyone also want to practice this sentence? Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. 은혜, can you repeat me afterward? 건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
Great job. We're gonna repeat me one more time. 건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
Great job. You naturally have a good pronunciation, 은혜. As long as you're in the intermediate level, you're just doing perfect. Okay. So wow, we just reached to the last scene. 감사합니다. It's like just thank you. So it's like the most simplest sentence ever. So we're gonna skip this one. So we learned a lot today, right? We learned lots of vocabulary and how we could just ask the direction today. But the most important part is this class is basically role playing. So we're gonna practice this with one another. So who want to practice with me? Who want to become as Jiyeon? Anyone? So we're doing the role playing, and I'm just giving you the role of Jiyeon. Anyone want to practice as Jiyeon? Anyone? Oh, Suji. Okay, Suji, you're Jiyeon, and I'll be Chuseok. So let's start.
안녕하세요. 길 처음 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
네, 물어보세요.
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
감사합니다.
So Suji did it so great, and this is how the role playing works. So this is very simple, and all you need to do is to just read the sentence in your turn, and if you have uh, the pronunciation problem, or if you have any questions, just let me know so that I can help you more. Um, so yeah, anyone also wanna practice with me? Well, not just me, but anyone wanna practice as Jion? Anyone?
Me.
Okay, Evito, you're Jion, and also who want to practice as Chuseok?
Eh, everything at the same time?
What was that?
Everything at the same time? I will be the two kids? Or what?
Yeah, you need to right. You need to pronounce the full sentences here. So you're Jion now,
Okay.
so you need to pronounce
Okay.
all of the sentences here as your turn. And well, there's like some people just really don't want to just practice as Chuseok, so I'll be a Chuseok. And let's start.
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
네, 물어보세요.
맥도날드 어떻게 갔죠?
여기서 직진하시다가 오른쪽으로 가시면 돼요.
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
감사합니다.
Okay, that was very fluent and very understandable. Nothing can just fix your pronunciation. You just did it perfect. So when you're in Korea, and if you're lost or if you want to ask any questions to someone, you can just literally just apply the situation. As long as you learn from Sean's Korea repository. For the last team, I'll just gonna ask for the another volunteer for Jion. Anyone wanna practice as Jion?
Me?
Okay, you're Jion now. And also, who want to practice as Chuseok?
Can I?
Okay, you're Chuseok. So, I think we're just going to start.
안녕하세요. 길 좀 물어봐도 괜찮을까요?
네, 물어보세요.
맥도날드 어떻게 가죠?
여기서 징징하시다가 오른쪽으로 기시면 돼요.
감사합니다. 혹시 주변에 뭐 없을까요?
건너편에 동물병원 있어요.
감사합니다.
So perfect, everyone. You guys actually did all great job. You guys are very fluent in Korean, and I don't see any problems in it. So I guess like everyone are doing great in today's class. So for today's class, we learn about how to ask direction in Korea. Well, there's some specific way that could be really different when you speak in English. In English, you just tell the direction telling everything about like go like 2 blocks and you just turn across like the street and it's on your left next to more like hospital or maybe the Kim's market or something. It's very complicated, but in Korea we just tell in a simplest way. Um, you just go turn right and turn left, and it's on your left. And maybe some people will also ask that, is there anything nearby? And then we could also tell them, and well, the destination is just across with something. So yeah, well, some people might say that there's no difference between like in English and Korean asking questions, but I see little difference. We do like talk in the most simplest way. So I think we're done our class today. Well, it's very complicated and well, I really appreciate everyone just followed me so well. We learn about some valuable vocabularies here. The 건너편, 반대편, 길 건너, 맞은편. It's basically all the same words. So if you guys didn't ever heard or ever like learn about this word, so you guys can just take a note or you can go to resources text channel and download the PDF file and practice yourself. And if you have any question, here's why I'm just here in the server in Sean's Korean repository, so ask any questions for me. Um, so yeah, so anyone wanna have any question about the class or any feedback or any questions related to your own learning like schedule or something? Anything you guys want to ask? You guys might have questions, I guess. Hmm. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
You have a question, Evito?
Yes, you say that you will take a break the first 10 minutes. I think that I heard that, so
Take a break? Uh, what do you mean by taking a
yes.
break?
I don't know, like you will take a break of these classes or I'm new here, so I don't know
Oh,
much
okay.
about this.
Well, this is a very good question. Any question is always welcome. You don't have to feel uncomfortable asking questions. We do our class on every Sunday 1 a.m. It's basically based on KST. So you see like on the top of our menus, there's like a Korean time KST. This keeps just updating, and as long as we're on the Saturday, not the Saturday, Sunday 1 a.m., we start our class. We do our Korean class every Sunday morning. So you should actually need to check out the class schedules, and you're able to join our class. So if you are interested about our class, you should might able to check our schedules and join at the time.
Okay,
Okay,
thanks.
Suji. Well, you haven't like heard about my response, so I was just gonna respond again. But could we say 주변에서? Well, 주변에서 is like something. Um, well, so Suji is just responding, and I guess that she already know what we just talked. So yeah, okay. So anyone also have a question? Anyone? It's just always good to ask any questions. Like even like a silly question, you might need to know about Korean, and I'm here to help you to practice your Korean. So okay. So I guess that we're just good to conclude our class today. I really appreciate everyone, and I'm not sure why our class is getting so unpopular these days. Um, maybe like I have a lack of like content or something. Maybe I was just gonna improve more and just figure out more. Maybe some people also have different schedules, and I don't know why it's Talon doing it. But okay, I appreciate everyone. It's just getting late here in Korea, so I might need to go for sleep. I'm just getting getting exhausted, and
Good night, Sean.
yeah, my voice is getting so low right now. So yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone, and I guess that we're just good to um conclude our class today. Thank you for joining our class, everyone, and I'll
Thank you,
see you
Sean.
guys next week. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
그
you.
전
Yeah.
you.
Good night.
Good
잘
night,
자요.
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye.